Hey, what's up, guys? It's your Vineet here, and today I'm going to discuss with you signs and symptoms of hyperthyroidism. And thyroid disorders are common. In fact, about 12% of people are experiencing abnormal thyroid function at the same point during their lives. And women are 8 times more likely to develop a thyroid disorder than men. So, thyroid problems increases with the age and may affect adults differently than children. So at the most basic level, thyroid hormone is responsible for coordinating energy, growth, metabolism in a body, and problems can occur when its hormones levels are too high or low. So hyperthyroidism or low levels of thyroid hormone slows your metabolism and decreases growth or repair of many parts of the body. So let's come to the point. What is hyperthyroidism? The thyroid is a small butterfly shaped gland, and drapes across the front of your windpipe. So if you place your fingers on the side of your Adam's apple and swallow, you will feel your thyroid gland sliding under your fingers. And it releases thyroid hormone, which controls the growth and metabolism of essential part of the body. And then the pituitary, a teeny gland which is the middle of your head, and it releases your the pituitary, a teeny gland in the middle of your head, monitors your physiology and releases thyroid stimulating hormone TSH. TSH is a signal to the thyroid gland to release thyroid hormone. So sometimes TSH levels increase, but the thyroid gland can't release more thyroid hormone in response. This is known as primary hypothyroidism. Problem begins at the level of the thyroid gland, and other times TSH levels decrease and the thyroid never receives the signal to increase the thyroid hormone levels, and this is called secondary hypothyroidism. And hypothyroidism or low thyroid can cause a variety of signs and symptoms. And you know I am going to tell you the 10 common signs and symptoms of hypothyroidism. So the first thing, you will feel tired. So you are going to feeling tired, and one of the most common symptoms of hypothyroidism is feeling worn out. Thyroid hormone controls energy balance and can influence whether you feel ready to go or ready to nap. So just I'm giving you an extreme examples, like animals that hibernate experience low thyroid levels leading up to their long sleep. So thyroid hormone receives signal from the brain and coordinates cells to change their functions depending on what else is going on in our body. So those with the high levels of thyroid hormones feel nervous and jittery. In contrast, people with low thyroid feel exhausted and sluggish. So I read one study, like 138 adults who are, with hyperthyroidism experience physical exhaustion and reduced activity. So they also reported low motivation and feeling mentality tired, because of the thyroid hormone. That is the main problem, and that's why nowadays people are feeling less energy. So low thyroid individuals feel unrested even though they may be sleeping more. So, and in another study, 50% of the people with hyperthyroidism felt constantly tired, while 42% of people with low thyroid hormone said they slept more than they used to. So feeling sleepier than usual without a good explanation could be a sign of hyperthyroidism. Maybe you don't know about it, but it's a sign. You should check it out. So summary, what thyroid hormone is like a gas pedal for energy and metabolism, and low thyroid hormone levels leave you feeling drained. So second thing is, you are going to gain weight if your thyroid levels are not working properly. So unexpected weight gain is another common symptom of hypothyroidism. Not only are low thyroid individuals moving less, they're also signaling their livers, muscle and fat tissue to hold on to calories. So when thyroid levels are low, metabolism switches modes. Instead of burning calories for growth and activity, the amount of energy you use at rest or your basal metabolic rate decreases. As a result, your body tends to store more calories from the diet as fat. That's why people are getting fat, because of their thyroid levels. So because of this, low thyroid hormone levels can cause weight gain even if the number of calories eaten remains constant. So what I read one study in that people with newly diagnosed hyperthyroidism gained an average 15 to 30 pounds, I mean 7 to 14 kgs in the year since the diagnosis. And if you have been experiencing weight gain, first consider whether other changes in your lifestyle might explain it. If you seem to be gaining weight in spite of good diet and exercise plan, bring it up with the doctor. So it might be a clue that something else is going on. So, hyperthyroidism signals the body to eat more, store calories, burn fewer calories. The combination leads to weight gain. And sometimes, if you feel cold, if you have a problem with the, thyroid, so heat is a byproduct of burning calories. Like for example, consider how hot you get when you work out. This is because you're burning calories. Even if you are sitting, you're burning a small amount of calories. However, in case of hyperthyroidism, your basal metabolic rate decreases, and reducing the amount of heat you generate. So in addition, thyroid hormones turns up the thermostat of brown fat, which is a specialized type of fat that generates heat. And brown fat is important in maintaining body heat in cold climates. But hyperthyroidism prevents it from doing its job. That's a problem. So that's why low levels of thyroid hormone cause you to feel colder than others around you. About 40% of low thyroid individuals feel more sensitive to cold than usual. And if you have always wanted the room warmer, then the people you live with, work with, this may just be the way you are built. And if you have noticed yourself like feeling colder than normal lately, it could be a sign of hyperthyroidism. So low thyroid hormones slows down your body's normal heat production, leaving you cold. And this is the problem, and you have to rectify it, and you have to correctify it. And then weakness and aches in the muscle joint people are facing, because I am getting clients and they used to tell me I'm facing weakness and aches in my muscles and joint. And it's true, because of low thyroid hormone, it flips your metabolic switch toward the catabolism, which is when the body breaks down body tissues like muscle for energy. And during catabolism, muscle in strength decreases, potentially leading to feelings of weakness. The process of breaking down muscle tissue can lead to aching, and everyone feels weak once in a while. However, people with hyperthyroidism are twice as likely to feel more weak than usual compared to healthy people. So 34% of low thyroid individuals get muscle cramps in the absence of recent activity. So I read in one study, like 34 individuals with hypothyroidism showed that replacing low levels of thyroid hormone with a synthetic thyroid hormone called levothyroxine improved muscle strength and decreased aches and pains compared to no treatment. And another study showed that a 25% improvement in the sense of physical well-being among patients who receive thyroid replacement. And weakness and aches are normal following strenuous activity. However, new and especially increasing weakness or aching is a good reason to make an appointment with your physician. Yeah, and next one is hair loss. People face hair loss while on thyroid issues. Like most cells, hair follicles are regulated by thyroid hormone. Because of the hair follicles have stem cells, and that have a short lifespan and rapid turnover, they are more sensitive to low thyroid levels than other tissues. So low thyroid hormone causes hair follicles to stop regenerating, resulting in hair loss. This will typically improve when the thyroid issue is treated. So in one study, 25 to 30% patients seeing a specialist for hair loss and were found to have a low thyroid hormone. This increased 40% in individuals over 40. So it showed that hyperthyroidism may cause coarsening of the hair in up to 10% of individuals with low thyroid hormone. Consider hypothyroidism if you experience unexpected changes in the rate of pattern of your hair loss, particularly if your hair becomes patchy and of a coarser. So other hormones problems can also cause unexpected hair loss. So your doctor can help you sort out whether your hair loss is anything to worry about it. So at last, the summary is low thyroid hormone affects rapidly growing cells like hair follicles. This can cause hair loss and coarsening of the hair, and itchy and dry skin. Like Hair follicles skin cells are characterized by rapid turnover, therefore they are also sensitive to losing growth signals from the thyroid hormone. So when the normal cycle of skin renewal is broken, skin may take longer to regrow, and this means the outer layer of the skin has been around longer, accumulating damage. And it also means that dead skin may take longer to shed, leading to flaky or dry skin. So I read in one study like 74% of low thyroid individuals reported dry skin too. However, 50% of the patients with normal thyroid levels also reported dry skin from other causes, making it hard to know if thyroid problems were the cause. So additionally, the study showed that 50% of people with hypothyroidism reported that their skin had gotten worse over the past year. And changes in the skin that cannot be blamed on allergies like hay fever or new products can be a more practical sign of thyroid problems. Finally, hyperthyroidism is sometimes caused by autoimmune disease, and this can affect the skin, causing swelling, redness, known as myxedema. And myxedema is more specific to thyroid problems than other causes of dry skin. So what is the summary is hyperthyroidism commonly causes dry skin, and most people with dry skin do not have a hypothyroidism. So myxedema is a red swollen rash that characteristics of thyroid problems. So this is the problem which people are facing nowadays. And thyroid disorders are very common nowadays. And if you are facing any kind of problem, like if you are having this kind of signs or symptoms, you should go to the doctor and tell to them. If you are facing hair loss, if you are facing if you are getting